What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Justice League Cyborg. Cyborg is part of the Steppenwolf Collect and Connect series. You can see he comes with Steppenwolf's axe and his arm, as well as his sonic cannon. We have an image of Cyborg right here. Same image on the side and a little read-up for Justice League. Other figures of this line do include Superman, Batman, The Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, and Wonder Woman. And then here we do have an image of Steppenwolf when all is said and done. Can't wait to get this guy out of the packaging, so what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review, so sit tight, everyone. And here we have Cyborg posing out of the packaging. Now before we get onto the figure, let's actually show off his Build-A-Figure piece. Cyborg here does come with the left arm of Steppenwolf. He also does come with Steppenwolf's Electro Axe, or his giant axe that you can see right here. Really cool, and once again we're one step closer to completing Steppenwolf, which so excited to show that off to you guys. But anyway, here we do have Cyborg out of the packaging, and if you think you've already seen this figure from me, chances are you already have. If you've been watching my channel, you'll know that I did review the San Diego Comic-Con Cyborg recently. And let's just move this Cyborg off to the side really fast. And let's bring out the Comic-Con Cyborg here. And essentially, you're looking at the exact same figure, with the only exception being that this one has that light piping in the back that allows light to shine through. And it makes it look like he's lighting up. And that's mainly the box that he came in. And another thing that kind of looks different is the thighs, but I'm pretty sure it's just my imagination, and this one might just be warped out of packaging. But other than that, essentially the same figure, but I kind of like the paint job on this one a little more, although I can't really head swap them because this one does come in the San Diego box and then has the light piping where this one does not. But still, really nice figure, and if I had to say which one to get, go with the mass-released one. Unless you want the mother box display case, you really don't need to get both of them. So let's actually have a look at Cyborg here. If you remember my San Diego Comic-Con Cyborg, you'll know that this arm does pop off, and he does come with his white noise cannon or his sonic blaster. I don't know which one it is. It's a little hard getting on his arm, but once you get it on, it looks really cool, and it's a really good way to separate the two if you're going to have both of them displayed on your shelf. His arm or his forearm does come off, and like I said, really good way to differentiate the two if you have both of them on the shelf. So let's actually take a good look at his details, because like I said, even though it's the same figure, this is for the people who weren't able to see my Comic-Con Cyborg. We do have a really nice face sculpt, and the more I look at it, the more it looks really nice. I do like the way the eye is painted right here. The slow crest is really well done. He looks really good, and there's a lot of sculpt work in here. These Multiverse figures have had a lot of sculpt work in them. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of them do sacrifice articulation for sculpt. And I have to say the sculpt is really nice on them, and the paint is really good, except right here on my Cyborg, you can see they got a little happy with the airbrush. But other than that, that's the only real paint error I see. And again, he just has this almost living metal feel to him. The way the light reflects off these raised indentations just looks so nice. That's just really cool. Even going on to the back, he has some red showing right there. It would have been nice if the red was showing all throughout, like up here in the front, but it is what it is. And I have to say, still happy with this Cyborg, and really, I didn't even show off the cannon. They actually did a really good job on the cannon. It has all this nice blue work throughout it. So that looks really cool. I do like the cannon. I don't know which way it's supposed to go. I don't know if it's supposed to be like this or like that, but it kind of looks better like this in my opinion. So that's probably the way I'm going to have it displayed, and he actually does have the blasting mechanisms right there. So that's really cool. So let's actually move on to Cyborg's articulation, because there's really not much more to say about him other than he's a really well sculpted figure. Moving the camera back out a little bit. Cyborg does have a bulge on the head. He really can't look up all the way, and I guess if you can shift the way his head is on that ball peg, you can have him look up a little more. Can't really look down. Can tilt his head really little. Does spin, although I don't know why it's having problems. There we go. Going to the right. Arms go out to about that far. They're really stiff joints on him. Do a full 360. He swivels right here at the bicep. Has a single bend in the elbow. Spins right here in the middle of the forearm. I kind of wish that this also came off, but it doesn't. I've already tried pulling it. It's not designed to come off. So that is unfortunate, but we do get a wrist swivel up here, and the cannon does rotate if you really want it to be a Gatling gun. No mid-torso joint of any kind, although they could have probably cut right under here and still given a really nice sculpt, but it is what it is. We have a waist swivel. Legs go forward to about that far. Back very little. Out quite a bit. He does swivel at the above the knee, but it's angled upward, so it's really not the greatest way. I don't know why Mattel gives us angled die cuts. It doesn't work. He has a single bend in the knee and has an ankle hinge. Other than that, no other articulation, but he's still a really nice looking figure. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Cyborg posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like this figure, and I really do like the fact that he is very different from the Comic-Con release figure. I'm glad they didn't just reuse that same technique and just throw it on this figure. I'm really glad that they actually did the paint job, and I'm really glad he does come with an accessory, because I feel that that was lacking on the Comic-Con release. Again, like I said, if you had to choose between the two, go with this one. It's not worth the extra money, especially because people are going to hike its price up because it's a Comic-Con figure. But overall, really happy with this figure, and I really do like the way he looks in my display. Now, I was able to find Cyborg and the rest of the Justice League at Target. It did take me 4 hours of waiting, but I do have all 6 of them in hand, and that looks really cool when they're all together. So, is Cyborg worth the pickup? I honestly think he is, especially if you're trying to finish your Justice League. You're going to need Cyborg on your team. Even though I'm not the biggest Cyborg fan, I really do recommend this figure. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, all my toy reviews, and DC Multiverse reviews are up, so go ahead and check those out. And while you're at it, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, and I'll do my best to add it to my collection. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.